Today we are going to learn very important formula, numerical formula to calculate the effective atomic number in the coordination compounds. Now what is this effective atomic number? Effective atomic number is nothing but it is the total number of electron present around the central metal ion in the coordination complex. How many electrons? That electrons are of the metal ion and of the ligands also. So the EAN, effective atomic number, equal to total number of electron present around the central metal ion in the complex. Then how it is calculated? Now this effective atomic number is proposed by the scientist Sidgwick to explain the stability of the coordination compounds, and that empirical rule of the effective atomic number is called as the EAN rule or effective atomic number rule. Now this is very simple rule. Now see here, EAN, effective atomic number, means number of electrons of metal ion. Now how the number of electrons of metal ion will be calculated? From its oxidation state, what will we do? From the atomic number of that metal ion, we minus how many electrons are donated by the metal ion during formation of the ion. Donated by the metal atom during formation of the ion. That means what? We have to calculate the number of electrons of metal ion from atomic number of the metal ion Z minus number of electron lost by the metal atom to form the ion. Now, so here only two things, that is the number of electrons of metal ion. How many number of electrons of metal ion are now present after formation of ion? How will we calculate that? That from atomic number of the metal ion minus the electron lost by the metal atom during formation of the ion, and only add into them the total number of electron donated by the ligands. How many ligands are there? Multiply the number of ligands by 2, because one ligand donate 2 electrons. So we can calculate the number of electron donated by the ligands also, and this is the effective atomic number. So in short, what is the formula? Effective atomic number is equal to atomic number of metal, that is the Z, that is atomic number, total number of electrons of the metal atom, minus number of electron lost by the metal atom, that is the oxidation state of the metal atom, suppose it is X, and plus number of electrons donated by the ligands, it is suppose Y. Now this is the formula of effective atomic number. EAN is equal to Z is equal to, EAN is equal to Z minus X plus Y. If you remember this formula very well, then you can calculate the effective atomic number of any complex or any coordination compound. Now let us see the examples, how we calculate the effective atomic number of the complexes. Now see here, consider a complex cobalt hexaamine. Now there is the +3 charge on the coordination sphere. Why the +3 charge is there? These ammonia ligands are the neutral ligands. We know that. So the charge on the coordination sphere is the charge of this cobalt ion. So the oxidation state of cobalt here is +3. That means 3 electrons are given by the cobalt atom during formation of the ion, and there are 6 ammonia ligands. So total ligands donated by these total electrons donated by these 6 ligands is equal to donate total how many electrons? 6 into 2, that is equal to 12 electrons. That means here we know that how we remember the atomic number. I give you one sentence for that. That is the first series of the D block element from scandium to zinc. How we remember? Super class TV crown mani patla hekoni kyu jhidkarla. From that, because that are the elements which only form the complexes, and we know that the scandium have the atomic number 21, then titanium 22. In this way we know that the cobalt have the 27 atomic number. You must remember the atomic number, then and then you can calculate the effective atomic number. Now Z, that is the cobalt, have the atomic number Z is equal to 27. So only now calculate all these or substitute Z as equal to 27, X is equal to 3 and Y is equal to 12. So 27 minus 3 plus 12, that is equal to 36. Now this is the effective atomic number of this complex. Now let us consider the another complex, that is the hexacyanoferrate iron. Here I draw this structure. Now the coordination sphere have the charge 4 minus. How the 4 minus charge comes on that coordination sphere? We know that the cyanide ligand have the minus 1 charge. One ligand have the minus 1 charge. So totally there are the minus 6 charge, but minus 4 is on there. So definitely this ferrous have the plus 2, because minus 6 plus 2 is equal to minus 4. So ferrous, here oxidation state of the ferrous is plus 2, and we know the atomic number of iron, that is the 26. Super class TV crown mani patla phekoni kyu jhidkarla. If you have remember this sentence from 21 to 30, there are the atomic number of these elements. So the ferrous have the atomic number 26 here, and 2 electrons are given during the formation of Fe plus 2 ion. What is this X? X is the how many electrons are given by the atom during formation of the Fe plus 2 ion. 2 electrons are given. 12 electrons are given by the ligand, because one ligand give 2 electrons. So directly 12 electrons of the ligand, Y is equal to 12, and here also the effective atomic number of this complex is also the 36. Let us calculate now another effective atomic number of the different complexes again. Now consider this third example also. Here calculate the effective atomic number of chromium hexacarbonyl complex. Now the carbonyl are the neutral ligands, and there is no any charge are given on the complex. So the oxidation state of chromium in this complex is 0. That means no any electrons are given by the chromium atom. But the atomic number of chromium is 24. We know that Z is equal to 24. And as no electrons are given by the metal ion, so X, that is equal to, X is the electron given by the metal ion, is equal to 0 here. And there are 6 ligands, so totally there are the 12 electrons. Y is equal to 12. So in this way, the effective atomic number 24 minus 0 plus 12 is equal to 36. Then what this rule states? That is very important, because this rule is given by the explain the stability of the complex. Now the effective atomic rule states that a metal ion continues to accept electrons. Metal ion continues to accept electrons pair till it attains the electronic configuration of the next noble gas. Now see here. So the here effective atomic number must be equal to the atomic number of argon, that is 18, or krypton, that is 36, or xenon 54, or radon 86. Then and then the complex number rule. If the effective atomic number is other than this atomic number of the noble gases, then that complex do not obey the effective atomic number rule. Now we will see all the three problems. In the all the three problems, the effective atomic number rules are obeyed by these complexes. Now we will see which are that complexes which do not obey the effective atomic number.